Hello, NCC. P. Sean here as we roll into our church-wide fast together. Our theme this year is Even Now, which comes out of the book of Joel, chapter 2, verses 12 and 13. Let me read it for you out of the NIV. Even now, declares the Lord, return to me with all your heart, with fasting and weeping and mourning. Rend your heart and not your garments. Return to the Lord your God, for he is gracious and compassionate, slow to anger and abounding in love. And he relents from sending calamity. Wow, there is a lot to chew on in these scriptures, but that's what these devotions are for, right? We're going to take just a few minutes each day and focus on certain portions of these scriptures so we can get a good picture of what God wants us to learn during this time. Today, I want us to focus in on the first 5 words of verse 12. Even now, declares the Lord. Even now is a phrase that means in spite of what has just happened. You see, at the beginning of Joel chapter 2, God is speaking through his prophet and letting the world know the day of the Lord is upon us. Let's check out the first 2 verses. Sound the trumpet in Jerusalem. Raise the alarm in my holy mountain. Let everyone tremble in fear because the day of the Lord is upon us. It is a day of darkness and gloom, a day of thick clouds and deep blackness. Suddenly, like the dawn, spreading across the mountains, a great and mighty army appears. Nothing like it has been seen before or will ever be seen again. I encourage you to go on and read the rest of those scriptures because it gets pretty wild, talking about armies, war horses, thieves, earthquakes, the sun and the moon growing dark, and even the stars no longer shining. Sounds like elements that make up a good movie, right? But it's not. This is the real deal. So after all of that, the good news drops in verse 12. Even now, declares the Lord. You see, another way of saying that would be, in spite of what I just said, let me make myself clear. You see, when God declares something, you can rest assured it's essential. What God is saying here is, listen to my instruction, listen to my motives, listen to my heart. As you read the rest of verse 12 and 13, you can see and hear God's love and longing for his people. Turn to me, he says. Stop doing it your way and let me help you. Trust me, he says. Give me your whole heart. Don't you see that I have compassion, patience, and love for you? Maybe the last couple of years have been rough on you as it has on many of us. Can I tell you today that God is saying, even now, declares the Lord, in spite of all that has happened, I want to make myself clear. I never left you. I still love you. And I would like to ask you to come home. During this fast, position yourself to hear what God is saying to you. Fasting is not about making God speak to us. He is constantly speaking. It's about us focusing on his voice. In Jeremiah 33:3, it says, call to me and I will answer you, and I will tell you great and hidden things that you have not known. Listen up. Listen up. God has some amazing things he wants to tell you.